criticism in the impeachment case filed by the House of Representatives against Vice President Sara Duterte. The alleged relationship with former VP Leni Robredo was brought up by former Senator Antonio Trillanes IV. Instead of confirming or denying the claim, here's what the Vice President had to say.
Dapat siguro si former President Leni Robredo ang maghatag og comment kay siya man ang kumbaga sa iya ha directed ang comments ni.
While she seemed to avoid the topic of her friendship with Robredo, VP Sara appeared more prepared to face the impeachment case, so long as it is brought to the proper forum.
Nagsabi kami noong nag-file sila ng articles of impeachment nila na ready ang defense team, pero hindi pwede na moro-moro na kung saan lang nagbibigay ng akusasyon.
Recall that the Supreme Court declared the impeachment case against VP Sara unconstitutional. Because of this, the Senate has set aside a trial for now. According to the Vice President, this proves that the House of Representatives abused its power.
Kay irritating sila sa mataod sa dalungan, so dili ko nagatanaw sa ilan.
While the Vice President is facing her own impeachment battle, her father, former President Rodrigo Duterte, is confronting a major challenge of his own at The Hague. The Vice President said questions should be directed to his lawyer, Attorney Nicholas Kaufman.
Siya yung pinili ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte na lawyer, so we only follow kung ano yung choice ng client.
House Prosecution Spokesperson Attorney Antonio Bucoy confirms that lawmakers will refile the impeachment case in February. In an interview on Storycon, Bucoy said the evidence against Vice President Sara Duterte is, quote, compelling. He insisted that erring officials must be held accountable, warning that delays and legal maneuvering set a dangerous precedent. Bucoy also accused the Senate of subverting the process and weaponizing the impeachment mechanism to block accountability.
Kahit na mahirap, kung hindi ito ma-revisa ng Supreme Court, kahit na mahirap, tutuhugin pa rin namin to. We cannot give up on accountability. Dahil ang buong bayan ho ang maghihirap dito eh. Yung mga anak natin, yung mga apo natin, wala sila ngayon sa kanilang, wala silang paninindigan ngayon. Simply because wala pa sila or nandito man sila, they're too young. Ngayon, tayo po ang sisingilin yan eh. Later on, if we did not pursue this, if we did not enforce this, kailangan panagutin. Ang nagnakaw, panagutin. Yun ang mahalaga. Kaya kahit na kung mahirap, kung hindi irerevisa ng Supreme Court, tutuloy pa rin namin. Ilalaban pa rin namin.
President Bongbong Marcos has released the initial findings of the government's probe into the country's flood control projects. He also launched a website for the public to track and report anomalous projects to promote transparency. More in this report.
2 weeks after President Bongbong Marcos ordered a probe into the country's flood control projects, he now has the initial findings, and they raise serious questions. In 2022, the government allocated 545 billion pesos for more than 9,000 flood control projects nationwide. However, more than 6,000 of those projects, worth 350 billion pesos, lack clear records.
I don't know about you, but that is a very big number. That is an enormous number.
Some documents even show identical designs, costs, and contractors built in different locations.
Imposible yan. It is impossible for one barangay, even if they are the next barangay, to have the exact same project to the exact same amount with the exact same contractor.
The president also revealed that 100 billion pesos, or 20% of the entire budget, went to just 15 contractors. 5 of them have projects spanning Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
Let's be circumspect about pointing fingers and shouting at people. Tingnan natin na mabuti. There are not assessments. We are not accusing anyone of anything yet.
To boost transparency, he launched a website where citizens can track and report questionable flood control projects.
We have to clean our ranks. This is, it might be a little painful. Baka masarpot dyan yung mga tao na malapit sa atin. Ngunit kahit malapit sila sa atin, mas malapit naman siguro sa puso natin yung taong bayan. Ang lalapitan na ngayon ninyo, ako mismo. Dahil akong titingin dito araw-araw sa website natin at babasahin ko